What up YouTube, welcome back to the channel. DJAXCESS here with a new piece of gear we'll be installing. But here on the channel, we aim to build a better DJ community together. So if you find something helpful, make sure you hit that like button, comment what you want me to talk about in the next video, and let's get into it because today we're talking about wireless in-ear monitors and how we're gonna get them into our unit. So I'm using a Toadmatic DJ booth. This comes with rack mountable gear. We should have a screwdriver. I think I brought the right cord. There's two things I don't like about in-ear monitors. One is that they completely cut you off from the room. We've kind of solved that with the Ultimate Ears 11 Pros, making sure we get the ambient filter. That's the key part, the ambient filter. It's a small little hole that still allows us to hear the crowd. If someone's coming up to the DJ booth and needs to say something to me, I can still hear a little bit, still brings the sound down a lot, but I'm not completely isolated from the crowd. The other thing is that I can't move around, right? When I first got my Ultimate Ears, I was at the club and I was something had to happen, maybe to use the bathroom, or there's something happened on the dance floor and I wanted to capture it with my video camera, and I ran away from the DJ booth because they're so comfortable that you can forget that you're wearing them, and the cord snapped. And those are not cheap cords. I think it was like 50 bucks. So this is going to eliminate that second part, and we're going to have a wireless in-ear monitor system. Should be able to get it into the Toadmatic. And then what this is going to do, I have a little body pack here. I plug my in-ears to the body pack, and then if I need to go out on the dance floor, film some content, get on the mic, MC a little bit, something happens, I have full freedom. I also have one that I'll be talking about on the channel. So again, make sure you subscribe, that I'll be bringing to the club with me. So this is something that you don't want to bring to the club. You don't want to bring this and have to plug it in somewhere. This other unit is battery powered, and again, we'll be talking about that later on the channel. Not a full review today, just first impressions and getting it set up. So let's get into it. Today we're talking about the Phenyx Pro wireless personal monitoring system, and the model number is the PTM-11. I've been hearing great things about Phenyx Pro. I have a wireless transmitter that can go to a handheld mic that I've only had to use once or twice, but it's worked great, and a lot of people trust this brand. So I don't use my wireless in-ear monitors a ton. This is really gonna be for big stage shows and weddings. Hopefully, I'm completely fine with being weddings corded up, but hopefully I end up using these more because I wanna eliminate all the reasons that I wouldn't use my in-ear monitors. I really need to protect my hearing. So that's what we're talking about today. Already, I'm impressed. I was not expecting a case like this. This is nice, man. Oh, wow, a little hard case for it. I won't be using it, but I'm sure I can find a use for it for something else. Okay, nice foam here. I think I opened it up upside down, unfortunately. Got the transmitter here. Antenna number one. And I think with the rack mount kit, we can actually put the antennas on the front. That'll be key. They give us batteries. Who does that nowadays? That's pretty awesome. We'll be throwing some rechargeable batteries in there for sure. And then this looks like it's the wire mounting kit. And here's some more of the rack mounting kit here. Instruction manual might come in handy. Power for sure will come in handy. Here's the body pack. Pretty good size, very light. It's definitely plasticky. Oh, but this attachment, I'm loving that. Oh, okay, so it does come out fairly easily. Maybe not too easily, but I was hoping that I never want to take these things off. So I like the ones that are like really hard to get out of there, but it is firm on the back, so it should stick on. Let's grab this and find out how we rack mount this thing. All right, so always make sure as a DJ that you have some kind of screwdriver. I like these ones that are like the 10 and 12 in one. So we're just gonna grab our little Phillips head here, screw that back in. I think I have a link for this in the description of the YouTube video. So if you're looking for a good screwdriver for DJs, this is just magnets right in there. So start putting this thing together, see if I remember how to do this. So we're gonna take these screws out. The one thing I might have forgotten, well, there's two things. Nope, it looks like I brought the correct cable. This does not have XLRs on the back. So luckily I brought a 1/4 inch to 1/4. If it had XLR in the back, I would not have been happy. So we're gonna take these screws out and set them aside. All right, so we're gonna take the screws that we took out, attach this rack mount to the side here. So I have a spot for the antenna. And I think I want this unit on the left side of my rack. I'm gonna look and make sure that that makes sense. There's a little part of me that says maybe the antenna would be better on the left. No, because I can always move my speakers. All right, so that's something you want to check. Make sure you put it on the right side, and we'll screw these back in. Tight, but not too tight. We're gonna take the antenna and we're gonna push it to the front. So we'll screw it in there, and it looks like we can either go through this hole or through this hole. One thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug this in before I set it into the rack here, just so I have an easy way. I don't like plug it in and then have to go underneath. So I'm gonna do that first. Okay, got the power in there. Probably gonna run the actual cable. So that's gonna come in from my headphone, or out from my headphone jack, through the back, and then out front here. And next time I have a wedding, I will probably tape this down and make it look all good behind there. But for today, just wanna make sure that it goes. Now I think that's everything. We can mount this. I'm actually gonna turn this pad down to -12 dB, because I do have this bad dream of like my in-ears being all the way in my ears and something being turned up too loud. So I think with that being turned down, I should be able to hear plenty fine. Again, this is going right into my ear canal. So I don't know if I'll change that, but that's what I'm doing now. Make sure you have the right rack screws. They do not come with rack screws. So I just had to run out to the car and grab 4 of these. I could probably get away with 2 if I wanted. Ooh, so I over tightened this screw at first, so I had to loosen it up. Make sure I get this screw in here. Make sure you don't strip your screws. And it feels pretty good in there, so I might leave it in case I need to move it around. And then plug in the stuff on the back and we'll see if this thing works. So these are nice to have if you have one of these Tomatics or any rack mount. They're just like a 3M strip, and then you can kind of plug it in like that, and it's not permanent, which is nice, but it'll secure your loose cables. So I'm gonna plug this in, not plug it in, we're gonna hook it up. All right, so we got power, we got the input. Now I'm gonna hook up the antenna, and there's definitely some cable, not issues going back there, but it's not as clean as I would have liked it to be. So might have to do some spring cleaning before wedding season really kicks off. This is like week 3 of wedding season. So yeah, let me knock this out. One thing about the antenna, it's not a full circle. So I thought I could just kind of push this through and it'd be good, and it wasn't going through. So you actually it actually goes a certain way. So now that's locked in there. Add this antenna, bada bing, bada boom. And it looks like the Tomatic should still shut. You know, it's gonna be close to be leaving this antenna on there. So maybe it's something that I add when I actually turn it on. So turn the volume all the way down so I don't lose my ears. Okay, power. Let's see how we scan. Plug these in. If you twist the volume, we're showing RF. I'm on channel 1. And just to test, because we're running out of time, I'm going to test with the headphones that they gave us. We're not going to be using these in a live situation. I'm going to turn this up to about half, play some music. Anytime you're using in-ear monitors, make sure the volume's all the way down as you put them in your ear. Otherwise, you could have some big issues. So. Cool. Let's check the range.
I think 4 is too many for there.
Cool. Seems like the range is really good. We're all the way back there, so I'd say it's pretty good. Okay, so we just did our test, and I was able to get really far, farther than I'll ever really go, unless I'm going to the bathroom, in which case I would fully be fine with it cutting out or whatever. I'd probably even take it out if I go there. So test is good. We'll give you a little first impressions after the end of the night, and then, yeah, I'll do a full review a few months down the road. It's the end of the party. What did I think? Okay, that experience was awesome. So I'm used to getting my own content. You can see Khalif, I had an assistant today. He was doing a lot of video for me, but even so, sometimes when he's taking a break or when I see something that maybe he doesn't, I was able to run, grab the camera, and I don't have to think about taking my headphones off or taking my in-ear monitors out. And that was so dope. We had CO2 tonight, and I was kind of running that, making sure it was open, closed, when they were blasting it off, getting content when they were blasting it off. And it was so nice to know that I could just leave the decks and go. Don't have to take headphones out, don't have to take in-ear monitors out. It was awesome. Okay, I did have a few dropouts. I could not find a way to scan. I could have sworn when I was buying these that there was a way to scan for frequencies. So maybe I just missed it, but I just left it on group 1, channel 1, and there were maybe 5 or 6 dropouts, but there was like quick pops, quick nothing, didn't hurt my ear, nothing like that, but I did notice them. So I'm sure if I find a way to scan for channels, or if I'm able to, oh, I got a pop, quickly change the group number, change the channel number, and then sync it. So I could change the group number, channel number, but I didn't really figure out how to sync it. I was mixing pretty quickly tonight. So do I recommend in-ear monitor wireless, just the system in general? I don't care what you get. Absolutely. As someone who's in front of the booth a lot, like I said, getting content, working CO2, maybe emceeing, it was really, really nice. And then you get another form of volume on your pack. So let's say I was out in the crowd and someone wanted to talk to me, boom, I'm muted on the pack. And then like my levels aren't off on the mixer, because like typically I would change the level on the mixer and then I got to find, okay, when was it dialed in? Now I can leave the mixer on the same level for the headphone and just turn my in-ear pack either all the way off or all the way up, and that was super, super helpful. So I do recommend these. I'm going to give like a full review after a few months of doing this, but I cannot wait till tomorrow to do the same thing, and that is not something I typically say with my in-ear monitors. So DJ Access signing off. If you found something helpful, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and comment below whether this was helpful or what other videos you want me to make about in-ear monitors.